The Mohawk Council of Kahnawà and the Jacques, Cartier and Champlain Bridges Incorporated teamed up to search for local artworks to be displayed on the Mercier Bridge this summer. Well, an art contest call for submissions was put out, and the winning artists and their work were unveiled in a ceremony on Tuesday, April 18th. KTV was there.
Welcome everyone, and I'd like to also extend greetings to you. I want everyone to know over the last several years, the positive relationship that we've had with the Bridge Corporation and which continues today. We're certainly honored that we were considered for our community members to be part of this contest. And on behalf of Chief and Council, I would like to congratulate all of our artists who were chosen and wish them all the best in their future endeavors.
Nyawa Joe, Nyawa Charlie, Nyawa Rhonda. I'll get to do it again. Wakwanu werato. Wagatsanuni skat negan itewes. Neganyagahaga kanagera serage. That's the end of my knowledge in Ganyangeha. I don't want to set back our relations. I don't want to set back our relations another 100 years with any continuance. I want to first thank the elder for those powerful words. They were powerful in English. I can only imagine the sentiment they invoke in Ganyangeha, and I've taken on it as a bit of a challenge to myself, and I've told a few chiefs that I'm going to learn a few more words. If I can even come as close to one or two sentences in the next few years, I'll be happy, but I've never spoken that long in my life, and I get paid for it. Without notes, and what you said in English is powerful, and it's an important reminder of where we come from, and more importantly, where we're going. Good afternoon, and thank you for the kind introduction. It's an honor for me to be here with you on Kahnawake First Nation in Mohawk territory, in the company of the chiefs of the Mohawk Council of Kahnawà, community members, representatives of the Jacques, Cartier and Champlain Bridges Incorporated, and other distinguished guests, including my colleague Brenda Shanahan. It gives me great pleasure to be part of this event today, both in my role as Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Infrastructure and Communities, and as a Member of Parliament representing constituents in the Montreal region, also known as Chouchagwe, which I'm told is a suburb of Kahnawake. This is a special year for Canada and Montreal, as both the country and the city mark significant historical milestones. Indigenous people are an integral part of both of these stories, and indeed the history of how Indigenous people have shaped Canada, Quebec, and Montreal stretches farther than 150 or even 375 years. As Canada moves forward on a path toward true reconciliation with Indigenous peoples and renewing our nation-to-nation relationship with First Nations, Inuit, and Métis, we must first remember and reflect on our history. The Government of Canada is working hard to establish a new relationship with all Indigenous communities that's built on recognition, rights, respect, cooperation, and partnership. And key to making this reality is educating all Canadians about the long and deep history of the First Nations, Inuit and Métis, who called this land long before my people did, or building bridges across the St. Lawrence River for that matter. That's why I'm so proud to be taking part in the unveiling today of original and beautiful banners created by Kahnawake artists that will soon be on display on the Mercier Bridge. And I've one artist I have yet to meet because she came late, but the first two, I was very glad to meet you before this got started. These unique works of art depicting the Kahnawake culture are an important reminder not only of the centuries-old connection that exists between the Mohawk people in this region, but also of the modern linkages between this community and the Mercier Bridge. The partnership between the Mohawk Bridge Consortium and Jacques Cartier and Champlain Bridge Incorporated is an incredible example of the positive outcomes that can be achieved when we work together. As a result of this relationship, not only have important repairs, including the redecking of the Honorary Mercier Bridge, been successfully completed, but the partnership has further solidified the expertise of Kahnawake ironworkers, of course, and led to new important economic opportunities. One such opportunity has been on the worksite of the new Champlain Bridge, an infrastructure that is helping to shape the future of this region. This is the type of success story that I hope will be told again and again, not only here but across Canada as we count the history of our great country's next 150 years. And before concluding, I'd like to take the opportunity to personally congratulate everyone who entered this contest, and especially those extremely young, talented artists whose artwork have been selected. I would also like to thank Jacques Cartier and Champlain Bridges Incorporated for this important endeavor and initiative that will help create appreciation and awareness of our shared history. Nyawangoa.
Certainly when it comes to talking about relationships, I think you've all heard me before on the importance of remembering and the importance of both governments remembering our relationship. It's been 300 and 400 years that we've had an interesting relationship. And certainly there's a lot of forgetfulness in there. But on this particular project, there has been the relationship of allies. This community has been allies to the governments for a long period of time. This is only one example of the kind of allies that we have been in the past, the military allies. And certainly for this time, I think it's very important to see that as a culture, we are certainly vibrant, resilient, joyful, and I think it's shown in the selection of the art that's been chosen. So thank you all very much for your attendance here and for your remembrance.
Good afternoon and welcome, distinguished guests, and to everyone for attending this special event this afternoon. The Jacques Cartier and Champlain Bridges Incorporated has over the past decade established a very good working relationship with the community of Kahnawake. The Mercier Bridge has been the central point and the stage of this relationship. Our corporation relies on the skilled iron workers of Kahnawake, whose reputation and tradition goes well beyond a century. 2017 provides us with an opportunity to underscore this relationship and highlight the rich culture that characterizes Kahnawake. In fact, we are fortunate to have Kahnawake share its traditions and heritage as we work hand in hand. Our corporation, in collaboration with the Mohawk Council, is really proud to showcase the beautiful artwork starting in the spring. These large banners, they'll be about 6 feet high and about 3 feet wide. They will be adorning the honorary Mercier Bridge, and they will mark the entrance to Kahnawake. So we look forward to continue working closely with you and for many more years to come. Thank you very much.
So without any further ado, we'd like to start with our youngest artist. She's a 16-year-old high school student, and she did the Cartier artwork over here, and her name is Tyra Ann Gayandere. So if we can bring her up and welcome her. And also we have our other one of the other artworks here. It's actually in several parts. She's a young lady born in 1992, and she has done some beautiful work here, including the Three Sisters, which is over there, and also the Smoke Dancer series. So let's bring her up. Scarlett Dogane. And finally, again, really pleased that she could make it. I know she's her mother's been ill, and she's spending a lot of time in Ottawa, where her mom lives. But she did the artwork known as She Dances Fast over there. I really enjoy that one. It really shows the joy of what dancing should be. Ladies and gentlemen, Marion Snow.
Well, I had some guidelines that I had to respect. I had to do a picture that was represented us culturally, and I really wanted to show a feeling of joy in my drawing. So, and when I think of joy, I think of children and dancing and showing the world and the Creator that how happy we are. And what better way to do that than through dance? So that's kind of what I did.
When I was 10 or something, we went to go see the canonization of her, and we went all the way to Italy, and it was a great honor. And I admire her so much.
My inspiration comes from, I've been working at the powwow every summer with my mother and also with Marion Snow as well. And I love watching my sister, also a dancer, And I love to take pictures of all the dancers and all the poses and just for like the gestural movements, and that's where most of my inspiration comes from, is representing the dancing through the watercolor. And yeah, that's pretty much it for these two. Yeah. And for this one, I've done this over the summer at Concordia, and what I was trying to do was represent our giving thanks to Mother Earth and everything that provides us sustenance and to keep us going. And I wanted to represent that to I guess as a reminder and a way of storytelling to remind us of what's important to us, and to keep us going, and to share our culture and traditions through as well.